Mr. Obinna, how did you manage the transition from Nigerian business environment to Italian business environment? The reason why I'm asking this question is this. Except I am wrong, you correct me. You were doing a very different type of business in Africa before you came to Italy. And today you're into training and coaching business and real estate as well back home in Nigeria, which I believe you were not into more than 10 years ago. Does the change of identity in professional identity, did it ever bother you?
Did not actually bother me. You see, like I said before, I've always wanted to impact. I've always wanted to give value.
Okay.
And any value that you have to give, most times you give them in exchange for monetary, gratification.
Of course. That is why it is business, otherwise it will not be a business.
So the idea to give that value has always been there. So if the idea is there, transition is not really the issue, because the idea, I've been this person that I've always wanted to do business.
Okay.
And the bottom line of my business is to give value. So leaving the African scene to this country, when I got here, I was looking for the kind of value that I'll be able to give. And that was what brought us to Achievers World, because we saw that this is something that people want. People want to know this thing. It's difficult for them. Let us step in. It's easy for us. We've been able to master it over time. So it's easy for us to be able to pass that knowledge, to be able to exchange this value. So that was just the bottom line. The transfer of the kind of business we're doing there. Mind you, what we're doing there was also value. We're exchanging value there.
In that context.
You understand? Because we're doing bilateral trade between Ghana and Nigeria. So what we were doing basically was to look for those things that were needed in Ghana that are available in Nigeria. Those things that are available in Nigeria, we take them to people that need it in Ghana, and we exchange those things for monetary gratification. Then we look for the things that are in Ghana that may be needed in Nigeria. So what we do is we take those things that in Ghana that they need in Nigeria back to Nigeria, and we exchange that value for monetary gratification. So when we came here, the idea, one thing about idea is that you can't kill it. If an idea is very strong, irrespective of where you find yourself, it will spring up again. It may take time, because you are still trying to see how you can harness that, that idea. But when as long as it is there, it may take time, but it will spring up again. So that same idea of what we are doing back home, when we got here, we were also looking for is to continue with that idea. So the transition was not actually an issue. Even if I go to Canada today, if I decide to relocate, which I'm not thinking in the nearest future, if I find myself anywhere in the world today, that idea of exchange of value
is still there.
So when I get there, I will also look for how to continue with that idea. So transition has never been an issue.
That's a very beautiful thing. That's a very beautiful thing.